I'm just working through Acts. I've come to Acts 13, and Paul's first recorded sermon there in a synagogue. So he ties back in, first of all, to their Jewish history, and then ties into John the Baptist's extraordinary impact, that call that came from John the Baptist, get ready, and then talks about Jesus and how he'd been crucified in Jerusalem, and then comes this magnificent turning point, but God raised him up. And there's this testimony that God has raised someone from the dead, and it's Jesus, of course. And then he quotes from Psalm 2, "You are my son, today I've begotten you." That's the word from the Father to the Son, and Paul uses it in a resurrection context. "You are my son, today I've begotten you. Ask of me, I'll give you the nations for your inheritance, the ends of the earth as your possession." And I was just struck thinking about it this morning that is such a magnificent promise of global significance to what he did at the cross there in Jerusalem. You think, wow, the nations as my inheritance. I think, you might think he'd say, well, how are we going to go to Rome? Lead me right across the nations. And what you find is this wonderful Saviour, "Today I've begotten you. Ask of me." You find he comes out, and the first thing that's recorded is he goes to Mary and says, "Why are you weeping?" I've often thought of that when we sing one or two of these songs we sing lately about the lion in the tomb, and the lion could not be contained by the tomb. He roared out, and this roaring lion finds a weeping woman and says, "Why are you weeping?" And then he goes in search of Simon Peter. "Do you love me?" He finds Thomas. He says, look, here are my hands. He finds two on an Emmaus road. Their heads are down. You think, hey, the nations. No, I feel he's saying, the flock. Where are my flock? I want to find my dear, dear friends. I want to restore them. I want them to engage with me in my new resurrected self. I want to include them. What a shepherd. What a wonderful shepherd. It's like the Father's promised me the nations will come. I want my flock. I want them to know peace and love and joy. We'll have this all around the world. We're going to have a flock like this that's loved and cared for. This whole style of working with my people will be repeated all over the world. God will give me the nations. The Father has promised me. I'm his son. He's raised me up. I'm going to sit on David's throne. The nations will come. Where are my flock? I want to love Peter. Mary, why are you crying? What a saviour. What a shepherd. Hey, enjoy your shepherd king today.